Okay, greeting students, and in welcome to today's lecture. So, in today's lecture, what we will be seeing is we will be dealing with the problems. Okay, so we will be dealing with the problems. So, problems related to SAG, okay, then problems related to ground clearance, okay, then SAG calculation for different heights. So, each and everything we have seen the derivation. Finally, we will be finding with respect to your insulators also. So this is today's lecture agenda. So we will be covering these topics. Okay, so we'll be moving on. So this is your first problem. Okay, so here they have given this transmission line with a span of length 275 meter. So they have given the length as 275 meter. Okay, between two level of supports. Okay, uh, they have given the supports. Okay, the conductor has a effective diameter. They have given the conductor diameter D. Okay, D is 19.5 millimeter. So with this weights, the weight of the conductor they have given. Okay. Apart from this, what they have given is they have given the wind pressure. Okay, so here you have to take into account the effect of wind. G per meter square. For 1 meter square, it is 39 kg of pressure over the conductor. Okay, so they have given the ultimate strength. Okay, so with the help of this ultimate strength, only you sag. Okay, what they have asked to find is that they are asked to find your maximum sag factor of safety. Okay, they have given the factor of safety. The factor of safety value is the whole integer value. It is 2. Okay. Apart from this, they have also given the weight of the ice. Okay. So here, the conductor is affected by both wind and ice. Okay. Maximum sag. Okay. So the what are the formulas generally they are used are, so we have already seen in the derivation. The formula is WW equal, that is the entire W is equal to rho into D plus 2T. Okay. After that, the weight of the ice is nothing but the ice density into pi T into D plus T. Okay. So here the WT is a combination of both your effect of wind and ice. So you have to take into account. Okay. Next is the for the safety factor. So this T refers comes with respect to your safety. There's a tension, right? So this tension is inversely proportional to your safety factor. That is ultimate strength by safety factor. So ultimate strength is around 8,000. Okay. So divided by safety factor means you'll be getting around safety factor is 2, so you'll be getting around 4,000. Okay. Get into the problem. First you have to find this WW. Okay. So the W value is what is your P into diameter of the conductor is your D. So this diameter you they have given, you have to convert this into meters. So into millimeter converted to meters, 10 power minus 3 plus 2 into small t. So here the small t is value is, yeah, here they have given the with the ice coating of 13 millimeter of your t. Okay. So your small t value is around 13 millimeters. So 13 to 10 power minus 3. So okay. So then you have to directly apply. We'll be getting the WW as 1.7745 kg per meter. So moving on, you have to find for your you have to find the W value. Okay, because here you know the W value. So this W value is what we have found. W value you know. This W value you don't know. Okay. For that, what you have to do is that is they might have given this okay uh, for this W value what you have to do is yeah. Here they didn't give that. So actually, this value will be in terms of your grams. So for that, to make it into kilograms, they will be converting this conversion, and you will be getting this W. Okay. So after putting that, this FT you have to apply. So FT this value plus this 1.5 square. So FT will be getting like this. Sag value. So your S is equal to W divided by 8 into T. So here this T value this is affected by your wind and ice. So this value will be putting over here. Then after that into L square. So the L square is 275. So here it is wrong. Okay, so this 275. So here also it will be 275. Okay. So after that, you will be getting the sag value as S is equal to 5.948. So after this, you have asked to find a vertical sag. Okay. In order to find a vertical sag, you have to know about your the S into cos of theta. So this theta is nothing but a function of your FW and W. So with this you can find your theta value. Okay. So and from this after that you can put in this formula. You will be getting the vertical. So in this problem there is some confusion. I'll again deal with this problem afterwards. Okay. So we'll be now moving to the next problem. But the formula and all the same. The form, but while substitution, there is some mistake over here. Okay. I'll be deal with this problem alone separately. So now we'll be moving to the next problem of different heights. So this problem comprises of different heights. So this derivation I have already taken. High voltage line of span 350 meters. So they have given the length as 350 meter. So it is supported by different levels. Okay, different levels. So the first level is around 35 meter, and the next one is around 80. That is of 35 meter. Okay. The ultimate strength of the conductor they have given. So ultimate strength is 8,500 kg, and factor of safety is between. So they have asked to find the clearance, ground clearance. Okay, between the conductors and the ground at the point midway between the towers. So midway means nothing but the center point. Okay, so the height of the towers they have given h1. Okay, h2 is 85. So total length is 350 meter. Okay, next h value. H is nothing but the difference in between the two towers in respect to height. Because if h1 is 50 means, so up to here it is 50. So h2 is 85. Getting this h value to be 35. Okay. So here, okay. So this formula we have already derived in your derivation. Okay. First we will be starting with T naught. So T naught, as I said, it is nothing but the ultimate strength by your safety factor. So we'll be getting around 242.57 kg. So next is about x1. So here the x1 is nothing but the horizontal distance. Okay, y x1 is your horizontal distance, whereas your y represents for your direct formula. So you have to put the value directly L by 2 at a substitute, and we'll be getting x1 y1 is nothing but the vertical sag point with respect to your x1. Okay, so here there's x1, right? So you have to directly substitute. So first you have to find this value of x1, x2, and you have to substitute over this value, and y2 is this value. Okay. After that, you have to find for your only you can get your ground clearance. So ground clearance is nothing but the total height. Total height is nothing but h2. Okay, h2 minus of this y2 minus so this y2 lowest point, because at the midpoint only you will be getting the lowest point. So this is h dash is your lowest point. Okay, so with respect to the lowest point, you are applying the value means you have to subtract this y2 minus of this y1. So you'll be getting around 35. So finally, the final h2 value, h2 is 85, right? So 85 means, right? So the ground clearance is around 50 meter. Okay. Also the same, the ditto. They have asked to find your ground clearance. The same values are given. So the formula is same. First in y1 you have to y1 and y2 will be there. So in that you have to find for x1 and x2. After that you have to subtract your y2 minus y1. You will be getting your h dash value. Okay. So for the ground clearance, you have to subtract this from your highest point of the tower. Okay. So next is with respect to your wind and ice effect. Okay, similar to the first problem. So here you will be getting some detailed view, because the first problem, during substitution there was some mistakes. Okay, so here limit strength by your safety factor. So you'll be getting the value of T naught. Okay, so this value you might have got. So for WI is nothing but the weight of the ice. Okay, so weight of the ice is equal to ice density into pi T its density they have given us 0.91 gram per centimeter cube. So it is over here. Then pi is 3.14. Then the T value they have given us 1.27 centimeter. Okay, so here it is. So after that centimeter plus this 1.27. So you'll be getting the value of your WI. For FW, it is P into T plus 2T. So which you have already seen. So this is FW. So after finding this sag formula over here. Okay. So like okay, so in the 1 mark and all they'll be asking directly based upon your sag equation. Okay. You can see. Okay, this is very important. They'll be asking frequently in 1 mark. Okay, so you can surrounded by a string of 3 similar insulators. Okay, so they have given that a string it is suspended. Okay, if the voltage across the line unit is 17.5 kV. So the voltage across line circuit means so V3. Why we are taking V3 means the because in the suspender type insulator, you know about suspender type insulator we have already seen. So it will be suspended at the end of the line, the conductor line. So this third disk will be processing this voltage. Okay. So after that, what they are saying, calculate the line to neutral voltage. So they are asking the so for that assume that the shunt capacitance between each insulator and the earth is 1/8 of the capacitance of insulator. So here they have given conductor they have given us 3. Okay, so what we have to find is we have to find string efficiency followed by line to neutral voltage. Okay, it's a very easy problem to solve. Suspension type insulator. So this is the formula for your V3. K square plus 3K plus 1. Okay. So here this K represents nothing but this the shunt capacitance. Okay. So you have to directly apply the formula. So K square plus 3K plus K. So K value has to substitute and you'll be getting the V1 around 12.584 kV. Okay. So that is V1. So what they asked to find is line to neutral. So this is your line point and this is your neutral point. Okay, this is your line point and this is your neutral point. So they have given the voltage for this disk and this disk and you have to add all the 3 disks. So that's what you are doing. So this V1 we have found out. Now for V2 into V1. Okay. Sorry, 1 plus K. Here comes the K. 1 plus K into V1. So it will be 1 plus. So it will be around 14 kV. Now we have to add all the 3 voltages. So we'll be getting around the line to neutral per phase voltage is 44 kV. Okay. So after this, they ask to find your important formula. Okay. So the string efficiency in the formula is string this what we have found out. this value divided by n. N means the number of okay. So totally there are three disks, right? So here it will be 3 into voltage across the line. Voltage across the line means the value which is given over here. Okay. The string efficiency is 84.29%. So based upon the string efficiency only will be checked. Insulator, how much disk it has to be added, efficiency value. Okay. So these are the possible three. That string efficiency is very important.